So circling back to your question,
I was gonna get back to that.
Yeah. So
why you?
Yeah. So first things first, because of that, because you have a choice between getting one of these massive machines and these nation states and getting all the resources they can provide you at a certain phase, which is totally advantageous in a lot of circumstances and a lot of times in a company's kind of arc. But I would say that you're going to get a lot of personal attention from people like us, and specifically from us. We are not the types like Keith Rabois and crew saying the only way to do this is to pay the most attention and most resources to your successful companies, forget all of the losers. That's what they're saying. Right. I mean, they're not going to, I think they've actually said the word losers before, right? So we don't do that. We invest in 35 companies per fund. In every single one of those companies, as long as we're still an invited guest at the table, meaning, the styles match and they want us there and they want our help and they want to reach out to us and they want our advice, we are going to show up at any time, any place. I mean, we are that call in the middle of the night. And it just so happens that I think, one, we have experience. Yeah. I mean, we can see around
operators and
this is Sparta, right? There's scars all over the bodies in Impellent, and we all have various experiences. We're all very different, but one thing that makes us who we are is that we all have that experience in different capacities as entrepreneurs, and we all have kind of our specialties. It's like a SEAL Team 6. Also, we share values at the firm. So with that being said, why Impellent? It's because you are going to get the attention. You are going to get the help. You're also going to get the help of, and some firms can boast this, I would say, in the emerging manager or kind of the sub-$100 million sector. You're going to get our LP base as well. And our LP base is just comprised of, the state of New York and some institutionals, right, which we're very blessed to have at this stage. But in addition to that, the Jason Robbins of the world, Mike Salguero's at ButcherBox. Jason's from obviously DraftKings. Some of the HubSpot folks, Rich Miner from Google Ventures and Android, and Andy Palmer, and there are just so many people that are involved with our firm that can just open these worlds. So it's almost like I'm probably dating a lot of the audience here, but Minesweeper. Right? Like each one of our LPs is that kind of thing that opens up a new part of the map as long as you don't step on a bomb. So I think that has a lot to do with it. I wouldn't say we're the only people that provide that sort of stuff, but we certainly provide our own kind of unique brand. The last point is, and I know you probably want to move on to the next question, is that we fucking print money. There's been data, and our portfolio is outperforming 99% of the other portfolios in the United States of America right now.
Wow.
Yeah. So, we're there.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's fucking data, right? Yeah. Like at the end of the day, we can say, okay, go talk to them.
It works.
I could talk about myself all day long. I'd rather not, like my wife would tell me not to, but,
Well,
let's hope she listens. Yeah. All right. Thanks for that sort of set on Impellent and how you position yourselves in the firm.
Yeah.
So I know we're getting up to time, but what's next for you guys? I know you just added a third fund.
We did, yeah. So we again, very lucky. So the first fund was David. He did 10.5 in Rochester with the whole thesis of connecting, secondary ecosystems to primary hubs and mentorship and downstream capital. Very admirable job. The guy raised $10 million like at the beginning of COVID, which is bananas. David's very likable. David and I are yin and yang.
Most Davids are very likable, I've found.
Well, it's funny. I say we truly are Riggs and Murtaugh.
Right? Yeah, you agree.
Yin and yang, and David is very likable and a really nice guy, and I'm the yang. We did a $25 million second fund when we first came together with an intrigue. And this one is looking to be about 50. We've done a first close on that. We've been very lucky, and most of it is due to the fact that our portfolio is so awesome. What's next? We have our hands in the dirt right now.
Yeah, you're just starting, right?
Yeah, we're just there trying to do exactly what we said we were going to do, which is put our rucksacks over our shoulders, travel, vagabonds around the country, get people to notice us, and then provide as much help as humanly possible with the hopes that that flywheel will keep turning for us. And it seems like it kind of is. We're paired up with some, we've been very lucky. And again, at the end of the day, my good friend Ryan Moore will always say, which is totally self-deprecating and not true, but rather be lucky than good at times.
True or false? Is it proven out that rural startups are more capital efficient?
They have to be.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. And you know what's so funny is that, believe one of the variables that some of the barbell, the large firms look for is how high the burn rate is. They want people to spend money. And it makes sense. I mean, like, it means that they have a repeatable model in most cases, and they can go through this. They could shovel more money into it.
Yeah, but it causes irrational things to happen. We're experiencing.
Well, think about
one of our companies been force fed a lot more money than they wanted. They took half of this huge number, and were forced to build things in advance of real true demand. And you end up with infrastructure maybe that's too big, or you have to
think about the moral hazards. So what I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole, but what is happening in the United States of America is obviously a mass transfer of wealth, right? Like at the end of the day, and I'm a participant in it. Make no mistake. But the transfer of wealth, it's just money sits at the top end. We have to shovel it somewhere because we're getting paid fees for it. If we don't make the money move, all the way up from the pensions and the people that are working their butts off and giving money to their 401ks and the people that are managing that money and then giving it to the barbell firms, right? And then they have to put that money to work. Otherwise, they don't get paid and they don't get to go buy their islands and participate in their fucking kleptocracies or whatever you want to call it, right? So then they have to give those to companies. And in order to move $100 million checks, you got to get entrepreneurs to spend money, and everything has to look that way. And then it just so happens that model works because most of those companies that are spending all that money and tossing it in, the flaming inferno of cash burn are going to fail. But some of them succeed, right? Some of them need that money. And those outcomes are so large that they make up for the rest, and then you get your 2X. Fuck that noise. I'm going to go back to let's give entrepreneurs 2X what they really need or what they think they need in any given round. Let's go be capitally efficient, and let's go create some fucking optionality for ourselves by either becoming profitable or leveling up to a point where it is undeniable that they can raise another round of financing. That's what I'm interested in. And yeah, I mean, if you're outside the cities, again, it's not the scouts that are going to be practicing venture capital and the art of venture capital the way they do in San Francisco. Therefore, it takes a little bit longer to get people to the next phase of downstream financing. And so they have to be more capitally efficient.
Okay.